All right, so just a quick video today to go through something extra in reflection removal that we have available in both Camera Raw and in Lightroom. And this has been motivated by a message I had come in over on my photography community on School from a guy called Tom Gibson, who's been trying to use reflection removal, but by the sounds of it, he's not been getting the results that he wanted, despite following all the steps that I've shown in a previous video and using a raw file. So I asked Tom to send over his raw file, and I want to go through with you now how I've kind of got the results that he would have wanted, and also to cover just a few extra learning points that might help you to get better results in the future. All right, so here's the raw file that Tom sent over, which I think is just an image that he's been using to practice with. But you can see here we've got all the reflections in the glass of this particular cabinet here. Now, if we come over to the remove section over on the right-hand side, obviously we have distraction removal and the reflections here. And you can see, look, if I just leave this in the preview, because that'll just show it really quickly, then click on apply, Camera Raw is going to look at it and try to remove it, but you're not going to get a result. You see, nothing's going to change whatsoever. And the reason for this is because at the time of recording this reflection removal is basically designed to be used on windows, and those windows form a dominant part of the picture. So it's the main part of it. That's obviously going to change in the future, I would suggest, where we're going to be able to use the same technology to remove reflections off, little areas like glasses. But for the time being, for now, it's only on windows that are dominant. So we're going to need to use other technology. You could send the image over into Firefly, which I've shown in a previous video, but this one we're going to have to send over into Photoshop. And the disadvantage here is, at the moment when we're using the reflection removal in Camera Raw and in Lightroom, it's not generative, which means we're not using generative credits. But obviously, if we send it over into Photoshop, the only way we're going to do this is using AI, which will consume credits. But hey, now you know that, let's dive over and I'll show you the quick fix. So I'll click on open to send this over into Photoshop. And all I'll do is I'm going to come in. Now I could make a selection of the whole of this glass area. In fact, I will do that. I'll just come over to the toolbar on the left-hand side, get the polygonal lasso tool, and let's just make a selection going around the glass here, because there's a reflection to some degree in each of the windows. The top window being the worst, a little bit in this top right-hand corner here, and there is something in this bottom window. But now we've got that, we'll click on the contextual taskbar up here on the right, click on generative fill, and I'm going to use the Adobe model here first of all, and I'm going to go for this one, Firefly Image 5, because this one, as the description says, edit while preserving detail. So this is a good model, pretty much most of the time, for maintaining the integrity of your original image. So it shouldn't hallucinate, shouldn't add things in. It should keep everything as it was and just do what you want it to do. So we'll click on that. In the actual prompt here, I'll paste this one in here. I've put remove the reflection from off the glass. Do not change the original content. So then we'll just click generate, and let's just see what Firefly Model 5 will do for us. And there you go. So we don't get three variations because we're using the Firefly Image 5. It's a premium feature. We're getting the one variation just here. But, I mean, that looks pretty good. If I go before and after, everything looks bang on. Now, if we zoom in, we can see that maybe it's not quite as it seems. Yes, the reflection's gone, but it does come at a price, because now, look, if we look at the books here, whereas before we can kind of make out what's on them, that one there, the wording, it does start to get just a little bit jumbled up. Not too bad, actually. Actually, maybe I'm being a little bit picky on it just there. Actually, that's not too bad. I think we could get away with that. We can hardly read the actual wording on there anyway. So yeah, that's pretty good. That is very, very impressive. So we need to basically isolate the area where the selection is and then use the AI, that Firefly Image 5 model, which, as you saw there, does preserve those details to then remove that reflection. Really, really clever stuff. Just to show you on another example just here, this is what we got here. I think this is a JPEG that I took with my mobile phone. This window here is quite big in the scene, but if I go into Camera Raw, look, filter, Camera Raw filter, and we'll go to the remove section, go down to reflections, and again, click on that little apply there with the preview to see if it will fix it. And I'm guessing it won't. There you go, because it's not going to be dominant in the scene. So we'll come out of there. And again, with this one, look, I'll just get that lasso, polygonal lasso, just to isolate the area where the reflection is. Come around just there, click on generative fill, paste that one in again, and then we'll click on generate. Again, we will only get that one variation, but I'm kind of guessing that that one variation is going to be all we need. And this one is really impressive how it brings back all the detail that we can see behind the glass. And there you go. I mean, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. You'd think I'd used a polarizer, a circular polarizer when I was taking this picture just here, but there's before, there's after, there's before and after. So really impressive stuff. At the moment, like I said, though, the reflection removal is mainly for windows that dominate the picture. But don't hold your breath, because very soon I would imagine Adobe are going to be able to give us the ability to remove reflections off smaller and less significant areas within our pictures. All right, so there you go. Told you it's a quick one. So before I disappear, if you'd like to join us in the photography community, I've put a link down in the description below. We've got an active forum, we've got a classroom, we have live calls, guest calls, monthly challenges. It'd be great to see you in there. And if you haven't already, click on subscribe and tap that bell so you don't miss any future videos. But I'll see you in the next one.